Hi, welcome to Training Minutes. My name is Joe Alvarez, and today we're going to go over mass confidence training. We have a firefighter here who's got an SCBA on, full turnout gear, and his face is obscured by a Nomex hood turned backwards. The firefighter is going to move in a forward progress, and we're going to have him do a left-hand surge for today's evolution. Start going. The firefighter is sounding every tread to make sure that his stairs are stable before he commits. He's always feeling around him. Every time an elevation changes, the firefighter is making sure that it's stable ground for him or her to continue on their forward progress. The firefighter is going to continue in a forward progress. As he's moving forward, because now this is when everything starts to go wrong in the building, we're going to explain to the firefighter, you always want to probe in front of you, making sure that it's sound so when you do come down, you're not falling into an opening. After the firefighter has come down to the lowest point where the ground level is, he's going to orient himself and get back down to the ground because he wants to get away from that heat. Firefighter always has a tool in his hand. He's probing around. He feels that there's an opening. What we are going to teach him is to make sure that he feels a little bit further in front of him. Wants to make sure that there's floor joist there. Could maybe the house under construction. He could be in an attic space. Not really sure of what's going on in this house before we get in it. After he's negotiated his open floor joist, we're going to put a prop in front of him now that simulates a pitched roof. The firefighter would go out of a window and he's going to use the reach of his tool to hold on to the sill. So he gets the full reach and he's not putting himself in harm's way until help could come and get him. If we took this tool away from him, which I'm going to do now, and he needed to use the reach of his arms, now he needs to worry about the fire and the heat that's going to be venting out of this window eventually, which now will cause his hands to get burned and he can fall off the roof. So that's why it's important to keep your tool at all times and never let go of it. Okay, the firefighter is going to continue on a left-hand surge. We're going to have the firefighter continue moving forward. We're not going backwards. When a firefighter gets to a certain point where we want to coach them through, we're going to explain to them that you've found an opening we want you to go through. As you can see, it doesn't matter the size of the firefighter. As long as you learn these techniques, you can get through narrow clearances or reduced profile areas. The firefighter is going to first feel the area on the ground in front of him to make sure that there's no bodies in the area where he's going to push through. He's then going to take his Halligan tool and he's going to probe the floor very hard. Again, making sure that that floor is sound. After that's done, he's going to do one of many techniques of getting through a reduced profile. He's going to put the center of his cylinder against the wall. After he probes through, he's going to make sure that he knows where his tool is at all times. He pushes his body through the opening. After he gets his entire body through, he's going to gain his composure, grab his tool again, then he's going to orient himself with the left-hand wall and continue to move forward. Okay, now that we've finished the mass confidence portion, we're going to talk about going out of a window. So many times firefighters bail out of a window head first. It's a very unsafe practice. We cannot dictate conditions that are going to be in a building when a firefighter needs to evacuate a building by going out of a window. What we're here to talk about is using a Halligan tool. We always tell firefighters, keep a tool with you at all times. What we're going to do with this Halligan tool is we're going to take and embed it into the drywall. We're going to use the pick head into the drywall. We're going to step on the adze end, and we're going to take the forked end, and that's what's going to go into the ground. It's going to give us our stepping point. We're going to take the tool, drive it in, make sure that it's in there nice and sturdy. Then what we're going to do is grab the windowsill, put our foot up on a Halligan tool, and we're going to span the windowsill. This gives us a much safer way to exit a window when needed. Everything you've seen here today was done inside of this trailer. This trailer was acquired It was dropped off here, and the firefighters built all the props that are inside. Thing that you need to remember is when a firefighter goes through this training, you do not want to take and push them through it. You want to talk them through it. This is something that a firefighter does not do on a daily basis. You need to build confidence in your firefighters before you send them out in the real world. And remember, the props that you build in your mass confidence station is left up to your imagination. This is Joe Alvarez, and thank you for watching Training Minutes.